TV, a broader perspective.
Welcome to Ibom Television. My name is Blessing Ambrose, and I'm always happy when I know that I'm going to meet my friend, and we are going to do this discussion together. This is to bring you anniversary greetings. As you already know, that Akwa State is 35, and we are all jubilating that we are standing tall and strong as a state. 35 good years. So much innovations, so many things have happened in the state, and we are proud to call ourselves Akwa. So today, we want to analyze, we want to assess different sectors, how they've been faring over the years. 35 years, what have we achieved as a state? Today, we'll narrow it down to Ibom Power and the power sector. Ibom Power was created in 2001, and we've seen a lot of things. They've won several awards as the state, the #1 state that is outstanding in terms of power. I'll not do this discussion alone. We have someone, the power boards in the state, that is going to tell us a lot of things that we need to know. So we'll go on a short break. When we are back, we are going to bring him up on the state.
Akwa Ibom, 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 Ibom. So Akwa Ibom, 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 Ibom. Akwa Ibom, 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 Ibom. So Akwa Ibom.
My name is Engineer Mayor Netugudo, the MD CEO of Ibom Power Company Limited and the SSA to Governor on Power. I want to use this opportunity and this medium to wish all Akwa Ibomites the happy 35th creation of Akwa Ibom State, and to wish our governor a happy anniversary, that during his time Akwa Ibom marked 35th anniversary. And I know Akwa Ibom is a great state. One day it will be counted as one of the best on earth. And I know Akwa Ibomites are working very hard to bring that dream to manifestation. God bless you all.
Akwa Ibom, 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 Ibom. So Akwa Ibom, 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 Ibom. Akwa Ibom, 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 Ibom. So Akwa Ibom.
Ibom TV, a broader perspective.
Alright, so welcome back, and this is still Ibom TV, and my name is Blessing Ambrose. Before we went on that short break, I told you that we want to analyze the power sector. 35 years as a state, what have we achieved in the power sector? So we have in the studio the managing director and also the senior special assistant to the governor on power, Engineer Mayen Etogodo. Welcome, the MD, to the program.
Thank you, Ibom TV.
Happy anniversary.
You are also an Akwa Ibomite. Same
Yes.
to you, same to you.
All right, we want to look at Ibom Power 20 to 21 years so far. How has it been for 35 years? What can we boast of in the power sector?
What we can boast of is the construction of Ibom Power itself. That is the conception and the establishment of Ibom Power as a power generating company. That is by the governor of Ibom, Victor Otta. That is for installed capacity of 191 megawatts of power for the citizens of this state and people living in Akwa Ibom. That alone is an achievement since Akwa Ibom was created. It's not all states that have power generating station. And I think it is the only state government owned power station. And you know, we have 36 states.
It's one thing for somebody to know that they have something, and it's another thing to know that you are utilizing that thing to the maximum. Now, what can you say about the achievement of Ibom Power in the last 20 years?
Achievement of Ibom Power is to generate power, that is putting energy and the grid for end users to use, do business, for comfort, services and what you can think of. So I think Ibom Power has achieved its purpose of generating power.
Okay, there has been a training on power sector recovery program. How has that power sector recovery program helped the sector, that's the power sector?
We are moving on, and things are where they are. Right now, the power sector is not getting its best because a lot of things to be done. You look at right from generation and before generation of power, which is the gas for thermal, water for hydro, then you get to generation itself. How is it doing? The machines you are running, the spare parts can you get within the country, and so on and so forth. Then you get to transmission, which is to wheel the power. The capacity of transmission now in the country, I don't think it can wheel above 5,500 megawatts. Let me even say above 6,000. Let me put it at 6,000 megawatts. And then when you leave transmission, you get to distribution. I think for the last 5 years, I've not seen or read where transmission has picked up load up to 4,000 megawatts in the whole country. You keep hearing 3,900 and something, 3,007, and there is celebration. When by now, they're supposed to be picking load over 5,000. That is, depending on what transmission can wheel. If they can wheel 5,000, why don't they pick the 5,000? If they can wheel 5,500, why not pick the 5,500? At least to improve the situation.
So about the 500 megawatts power plant to ramp up the company's generation capacity, what's the progress so far?
500, that's the second phase we are talking about.
Yes.
Of Ibom Power. In the last 2 months, the state government signed the agreement with African Delta Power Limited.
Yeah.
To come in, use the license to produce 500 megawatts. But the people told us they will start with 133 megawatt, move on to 3, and from there move on to 733. They would even exceed the 500, which is good for us, for the state, for their businesses and everybody. So we've signed the agreement. They have visited the site. The site is there. It has been surveyed, and we've piped the gas from the same phase 1 that we are using. The gas pipeline extends to phase 2. So they have gas there already seated. They have the land surveyed, EIA conducted. So whenever they are ready, they move to site, start clearing. But there are some paperwork you have to do. But here in Akwa Ibom, in Abuja and outside the country on paperwork because it's an international company. So these are what they are doing. Everything is not, what is on the surface. Engineering involves design, the conception, design, and a lot of things. So that is how far I would say they are.
During the last media chat with the governor, he mentioned that he is in the process of getting license so that Akwa State can distribute electricity. How soon is that going to come to fruition? Because that's what everyone is clamoring for. When you talk about the power sector in that press, it took a long time to explain certain things, and at some point, even me, I was wondering, is this man also an engineer that is explaining all this?
Yes, I told you once upon a time that our governor now talks electricity.
I'm telling you.
And all things work together for good to those who love God. I couldn't be there in that place. Once I am at, plant at Ikorabasi, I need to run back to this to attend. I was told that is we talk to you about electricity because when we went to CNEC, NBET, TCN, and PHGDC, he was talking electricity. So, and I know exactly you people wanted to know when are we getting the license.
Assuming you were there, you would have answered the question.
And
so
God,
now that you're here,
God so blessed, I wasn't there. so you still look for me everywhere to come and ask the question. We, in that meeting, it was a very nice meeting. And governor, was at least half satisfactory, that is, leaving that meeting. Everything has been done to get that license. We publish in one national newspaper, 2 local. For 21 days, nobody petitioned, which means we are good to go. Everything, this has been paid, that has been paid, this has been signed, everything is done. And I can assure you that very, very soon, the license will enter the hand of the governor. Don't forget, October 2015, we went to the same Abuja, the same NEC, to get the license for 685. So it's the same governor that will get license to operate the distribution. It may not be full, taking over full, because they have the license. We will take, gradually until, take everything. So it's the same governor that will take it. And the name of the company is Ibom Utility. If you can go to power sector at warehousing, you'll see the office. It is already there. So we are set to start something. The manpower, what can you think of and so on? Akwa Ibom can produce entire manpower because there are so many power gurus around town. So that is not a big deal. Very, very soon, the license will enter.
I pray that this should come very soon before the end of Governor Dumi Emmanuel's administration.
I didn't say very soon. I said very, very soon.
And
I didn't even mention the end of Governor Dumi Emmanuel. He is going to get that license and still spend not less than 4 to 5 months. But I won't tell you the dates.
Okay. So which means there's scope and there's a specific date for it, just that you don't want to release it to the public so that they will not remind you of it if it doesn't come that way. All right, no problem. We are expectant.
No problem, because I don't know the exact date he will arrive. That is, he just told the worshippers that even himself does not know the day he's coming back. It's only the Father.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. been in this sector for a while now. You've seen every side and every aspect of this sector, and you can tell with all amount of confidence that there are some things that you know should be done so that this sector, the power sector, can progress, can move from this level that we are to the next level. Can you share with us those things that you believe and you think that should be done so that Ibom Power can keep progressing?
In Ibom State, we have to keep maintaining our plants, and that needs a lot of money, maintaining our plants to run. You hear federal government talking about refineries, the 3 refineries, Warri, Port Harcourt, and Kaduna. Turnaround maintenance, but nothing is happening. Doesn't produce a single drop of fuel also. And people are working there. They have been paid for the past 5 years without doing it. There's no other sector. In our power sector, like Ibom Power, we have to maintain and get a good record of maintenance. From routine maintenance to preventive maintenance and, all that. But, phones is also a problem. Forex, we need, especially in generation. We need forex more than the other part. Because any part, you have to import, bring in to maintain your plant. Something can get spoiled and you stay for 3 months. You'll not be able to get that step you bring in, and you have to go through this issue of LC. That is to get the part to do this. That takes some time. So that is what we need. If government can liberalize, that is the forest, something for generating companies, it will be very, very good. Also, if we get paid for all we generate and so on, then we'll be able to train our staff very well, because everything needs training. Even in your media, must train people to be equipped, up to date in the power generation. So we need money for that. And to run the companies, the staff, after people work 3 years on, they need increase in salary and all those things. You know what that means? Then we need good environment to work. That is, you must be friendly with the community. Else, you will not be able to operate freely. And also, when all this happened, the distribution companies that we've talked about need to take this power that is generated, because you can't store the power there. It's either you are on 100 megawatts or you go down to 60 megawatts. There's nothing like, let me save 40 megawatts somewhere and this. So once you are on 100 megawatts, downstream, that is distribution, is picking the load, distributing to people in Akwa Ibom. The first drop is at Akwa. We have a 1/60 MVA transformer there, which can roll out 48 megawatts of power. But if you go there, PhD has never taken up to 10 megawatts of power there.
So what happens to the remaining?
They don't take. So we don't generate up to the DC.
Again.
That is, if you have 20 megawatt, 25 megawatt, 30, PHDC will take maybe 1 megawatt, 1 point something, or below. You get to Iket, where they can take power up to 80 something megawatt. There's a 1/60 MVA at Iket, which is 48 megawatt. 1/45 MVA at Iket, which is 36 megawatt. So now, you are taking 5 megawatts, I take it, to distribute, to send power to Mbo, Ronko, or run all that to his Eket, Etinan, on 5 megawatts, not even up to 10. Then you move there to Yo, where you have 3 transformers, 3 by 60 MVA, that can take up to 144 megawatt. Uyo alone, the 3 transformer can save the entire state, 144 megawatt. Uyo is saving from here to back to Akwa, Kanafun, Ika, everywhere go back to Ikore Penetri, everywhere. And you will take not even up to 50 megawatt or 60, sometimes 20, below 20. And you think that state will be doing well when there is power seated there. So even if we don't generate at Ibom power, there is a feedback from Aba on grid, which we can take up to about 55 megawatt to the state, because that line, Abati 2, once it goes above 55 megawatt, it will trip on overcurrent. So we don't go above that. But within the state, what we generate, they should take. If we have to import power, 50 megawatt, 55, they should take bets. That is not the case. We keep shouting the same thing for over 9 years or so since they took license, from 1st of November 2013 till today. We're on the same spot, moving around. If not that, Ibom is pushing and pushing very hard. We will be where we were some years ago. But governor came, this particular governor realized what is power. Because I remember immediately he came, is it April 2016 also? Yeah. We went to Dubai sourcing for investors for second phase and all that, and all other things. So he bought, a lot of transformers. Even if you go to Dakada right now, you see some transformers there. One will wonder, if the man is going, why is he buying new transformers? Which means he has the people at heart. And it doesn't mean when he leaves, things should stop there. This state should be developed in terms of power, that at least if you can boast of 24 hours power supply, let us not go below 20. And we have the capacity to do that. But some things putting us down. And I know we shall overcome one day. Shall overcome that.
Amen. All right, thank you so much, Engineer Meyenetwodo, for making our time to shed light on those things that we need to know about the power sector in Akwa Ibom State. And I believe that in no distant time, we are going to have that license, because it's going to help the industrialization agenda of the governor. And it's coming at the right time, because when the governor came into power, he emphasized on industrialization, and they call him Mr. Industrialization. So you know what electricity, the role electricity plays in achieving
without power, no industrialization.
Very good.
Because there's no place running manual or running without, mechanically without power. So
yeah,
power is to the economy what food is to the body.
Sure. So we are looking forward to achieving this, and this will be a plus at the end of his administration if he can achieve this. So thank you so much, and keep pushing.
He has already achieved.
All right. Okay, that's the size of our package on Ibom Power, and I don't know what you're doing from your own ends to ensure that you contribute to the development of Akwa Ibom State. If you've not done anything, if they want to read out the history, the development of Akwa Ibom State, would they mention your name? You might say I'm not in the hands of affairs. You don't need to be in the hands of affairs because it's not everybody that should be there. But from your own little corner, from your own ends, do something. Just one state to call our own, and that is Akwa State. My name is Blessing Ambrose, and it's always a delight to be with you.
Beam TV, a broader perspective.
On behalf of Beam Television, we wish Akwa Ibomites, both in the States and in the diaspora, a happy 35 years anniversary as a state. We wish you every good thing that should happen to a state will happen to Akwa Ibom State. And we pray that the Lord should take the state to a greater level every year. A special goodwill message to Governor Dom Emmanuel and the good people of Akwa Ibom State, that God should help him to accomplish his agenda he's set to do to complete his 8-point agenda. And we pray that God should give him the grace to complete this before the end of his aspiration. Congratulations, His Excellency. Congratulations, Akwa Ibomites. Congratulations, Akwa Ibom State. My name is Blessing Ambrose.
Beam TV, a broader perspective.